stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Austin Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Back open in the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Off to a good start. On the ground with the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Ducks get enough for the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd short, what they like 3rd medium, 3rd long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Comes out throwing on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down coming up. They're going to throw it again. Trying to get to it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll go to the air. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Brings up third and goal.
Third and goal from way back there. Quarterback checking off. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the... And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The lone back's got it. At the 35, he's loose. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Running backs nowadays, they are widest. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lofts one down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right in the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Movement here from the tight end. From the gun. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Giving him his pads. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Keeping it yourself on the option is a great decision when you have quarterbacks like the ones the Ducks have had forever, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, Darren Thomas, Jeremiah Masoli, that's the guy Marcus Mariota. He was pretty dang good, too. Just the list goes on and on and on about guys that are at the quarterback spot that can run, that are playmakers, and they've done as good a job as anybody in the country finding those guys and using their strengths.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
3rd and short is just tough, right? The whole playbook's open. You can run the football, you can throw the football, and then, by the way, you can also run the ball with the quarterback after you call the pass. So what do you want me to do? Here, you take the clipboard.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the tackle. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. He would not be denied. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking to throw. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a 1-possession game. They trail by 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quick handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 24, Ohio State 16.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The toss sweep to the right. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give to the big fullback. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Looking for a gap. It's Blue. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And they get him down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. The back goes in motion. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. They'll run the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They want to run this quarterback. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying the left side. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. They move on top here in the fourth. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field.
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.